See, that lady's still fucked up.
Look, the yellow here looks just like extremely yellow. I just gotta go download Ray's fucking reshades and just. I love coil, but I just gotta stop using coil's reshades. I'm gonna be honest, like this shit is just not it.
Is that who's that?
Pretty sure that's Hayes.
You say the word.
Oh shit, I haven't voted yet.
All right, no looking over.
Yeah, I made sure to vote for the right one.
All right.
Hello, Mayor Buddha.
Where,
Do you have any questions before?
Yeah, where are we meeting to answer these questions, and how long is it gonna take?
It'll be in there. We can have you go first. It shouldn't be too long. Depends
Alright,
on how
great.
much of a dick Hayes wants to be.
Perfect. All right, I'll see you in there. Yeah, we voted for the winner, guys. And the loser's true. True. Let me take a look at this fucking Rust map for this white, boys. Let's take a look. Supermarket. Oh my god, this is such a juicy spot. There's just no way you can test that though. Our large is there, small is there, so there's nothing else over here.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor.
Quarry cave. Stone quarry. I mean, this map is kind of ass.
He's probably thinking about some water.
You're on your way? All right, I'm gonna give Luca a call. So
That's perfectly fine.
Everyone's gonna be living right here, dude.
Hey, what's going on?
I haven't seen you since you put on that uniform, so congratulations, or I'm sorry that happened to you, whichever applies.
Yeah, it doesn't really change much, to be honest.
All right, yeah. Well, either way, looks good.
Well, congrats for your you weren't a judge for a little bit, right?
No, I've been a judge.
Oh shit! Well, welcome back.
I mean, I never left. I'm just mold, semi retired.
I got you.
But you'll be seeing a lot more of me.
Good shit.
Alrighty, everyone from the prosecution who is required is here, Your Honor.
All right. And,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
how
back.
about
Sorry
the
about that.
defense?
We are all in attendance, Your Honor.
So how long is this gonna take,
All right,
chat? Anybody have
wonderful.
any
Let's,
idea how long this
let's
this
not
shit
wait another
takes?
3
Deadass.
minutes. Let's just get this thing.
Oh my God, I
rolling.
gotta
There's
install
some key
Rust.
witness testimonies.
Yo, Leo,
This
you gonna
probably
game
will
today?
take some time, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring this into session. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday, June 8th at 2:57 p.m. Eastern. We are convened today to record a deposition or 2 depositions from key witnesses in the matter of the People versus Raymond Romanov et al. Chief Justice Crane is presiding over this matter in its entirety. I am merely stepping in to oversee these depositions. So be patient with me. I'm still familiarizing myself with this case to the extent that is needed for such key testimony. So I may have some questions of my own, but I will, in the interest of time, try to keep things moving with respect to everything that needs to go on.
Wait, is this gonna be like hours? Like I gotta go in like 10 minutes.
No,
to
it
call their
won't be
first
that long.
witness.
Okay.
Yeah, people would like to call Mayor Lang Buddha to the stand.
All right, and the defense is prepared to cross-examine this witness.
Wait, am I giving a
Yes, Your
full
Honor.
testimony right
All
now?
right, let's get this underway. Mayor Lang Buddha, raise your left hand for me, please. Do you swear and affirm that the testimony you are about to give shall be the whole, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you coil.
Yeah.
All right, very well. Prosecution, it's your witness.
Alrighty, make sure you are yelling so everyone can hear. Please state your
Okay,
name
I'm not
and
prepared for
profession
this.
for the record.
My name's Lang. I'm the mayor.
Alrighty. You're listed to having been involved in the People's D, as in dog. This was an incident at the Clean Manor. What was your role in this manor?
My role in what? Sorry.
The matter.
The matter of what?
You were listed to having been involved. What was your role in that?
Well, there was like
incident?
several incidents. I'm not really sure which one I were
Oh,
pertaining
the
to.
Clean Manor.
Oh, I mean, I was nearly killed in my own house.
And how are you injured?
With gunshots.
Okay. And do you know who shot you?
Various members of the gang named Rust.
Okay. And what was the cause of the conflict at the Clean Manor?
I'm not sure. I think words.
And was this a matter of an ongoing animosity?
Yes.
What started this conflict between yourself and Rust?
They had an issue with a woman at my restaurant, and they got into an altercation and then kidnapped this woman from the grounds or the property of my restaurant. And in retaliation to that, I banned them all from my restaurant or any of my properties. And this was the result of me doing that.
And who was the woman?
I believe her name is Elfie.
Okay. Had you received any communications from the assailants prior to the shootout?
Prior to the shootout at the manor,
Correct.
I was having a meeting with Raymond there. Yes.
Okay. And what was this meeting discussing?
He wanted to know why he was banned from the restaurant. He couldn't wrap his head around why.
And did you receive any communications from the assailants following the shootout?
Yes, they insulted me, my mayorship, hated the fact that, the legislations and things that I pushed through, despised the fact that I was trying to, all my entire, mission or goal is to protect the civilians of this city. They pretty much had a problem with everything I was doing.
Alrighty. Your blood was found on scene of the incident at Rooster's Rest in which a cargo bob exploded. Do you recall that incident?
I do not recall that incident, no.
Okay. Alrighty, we will move on from there. Your DNA was also found on the People's F, which was a shootout at LSIA. Do you recall that incident?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Your DNA was also found on scene of the People's F, at a shootout at LSIA. Do you recall that incident?
People's F, what does that mean?
Oh, the referencing the shootout at the airport.
I do recall a bit of it, yes.
Okay. And were you injured during that?
I was.
Okay. And was this in a public place of LSIA?
Well, the airport public? If the airport's public, then yeah. Would say so, yeah.
Okay. And what started this the shootout at the airport?
I'm not sure. I was driving down to the airport to pick up my car. I had attracted, not sure where it was. Upon arriving there, we saw multiple members of Rust attempting to kidnap somebody out of the vehicle. I believe it was Speedy. Before you know it, I approach. I hear some yelling, like there's a guy approaching, I didn't understand that they were actually referencing me. And then before I know it, I get the gun down. Harry Brown, who was with me, decided to hide. Waited for them to leave, then actually saved my life.
Okay. And were there any civilians nearby?
I mean, I would imagine so. It's an airport, yeah.
Okay. In your statement of the People's G, which is where you were kidnapped later that day, it states that you were shot and then chased to the airport. Is this referencing the scene that we were just discussing?
Yes, I believe so, yeah.
Okay. You also state that it was members of Rust. How did you come to this conclusion?
The vehicles they drive were the same vehicles that kept attacking us.
So you made a connection between the vehicles and the members of Rust. Is that just confirming what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you injured further than just the shooting?
Well, after I was shot at the airport, Harry threw me in his car. We drove to the hospital, but then he spotted or what we believe to be a member of Rust. So then he got spooked out and started bringing me up north, where we knew a doctor there who could treat my wounds. Upon approaching this doctor, we ran into more members of Rust, who then chased us throughout the city, attempting to finish the job by executing me and trying to execute Harry Brown. The chase goes until that bridge just south of Polito, headed towards Great Ocean. Our car gets flipped, and we get fired upon. Harry gets taken out. Raymond and his members pull up, throw me and Harry in the car to try and bring us, I guess, somewhere to do whatever they plan to do. I'm not sure. Never got that far.
Okay, and in your statement from that same report, you state that Russ tortured, beat, and spoke horribly about your mayoral status. Do you recall that?
Yes, I believe Bruno was one of the assailants' names. He, was frustrated with the situation and kept repeatedly beating me down. And then they started going on a tangent on how I'm a horrible mayor. I'm out to get them. I'm not out here to support the gangs or whatever. They couldn't wait until my term was over, and they threatened to go after my deputy mayors as well.
And are your deputy mayors part of any gangs?
To my knowledge, no.
Okay. Were there? And you stated there was threats made across against your staff. What were those threats?
They were going to go after Nancy. They were going to go after Eve. They were going to go after everybody I fucking love, everybody in the fucking mayor's office. Essentially, just pretty much making a point that they're going to destroy my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
In and out the office.
All right. I'm sorry that happened, sir. You're also stated to be a victim of the People's Eye, which is an incident at the Cerberus Business Center. Do you recall this?
Yes.
Alrighty. And how did this occur?
Well,
incident?
after this situation and the threats made against me and my office, well, we knew that, mostly everybody in the city knows that every morning, we have a meeting over at Cerberus, which is a company that I own. So we decided to plant cameras all over our underground parking lot. And I had one of my security actually down there as well, keeping an eye on things. And, lo and behold, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 minutes into this meeting, we spotted on camera several members of Rust coming in, I guess, with petrol cans, guns out, I guess with the intent to blow up our vehicles. Me and Nancy Drew, we try to make our way out of the parking lot as fast as we can. I advised Eve to call the police, get them down here. Upon exiting the back door to see what was going on, shots were being fired. I noticed to my right, Nancy gets shot down. So then I run back inside for safety and waited for the cops to arrive.
Okay. And is the Cerberus Business Center typically a place of violence like this?
No. The goal of the business center is to give a place for any businessman or woman, small or large, to have a place to conduct the businesses that they wish to conduct.
Did the assailant say anything to you prior to shooting?
Just your general shit talking. I think they were running a hashtag kill the mayor on Twitter, or Twatter, excuse me, whenever they could. Just general shit like that.
And you stated these were members of Rust. Were these the same assailants that had attacked you priorly?
Correct, yes.
Okay. What were your injuries from this shootout?
I sustained multiple gunshot wounds, bruises. I had a busted lip. God knows at this point. It's a miracle I'm even alive.
And you stated, just to confirm, Nancy Drew was also shot during this?
Correct. She was shot down, yes.
Okay. And earlier you mentioned that in your statement that your mayoral staff would be attacked. Is Nancy one of those people?
Yes, she's one of my deputy mayors.
Okay. And did the assailants aim weapons at Deputy Mayor Drew?
Yes. As she exited the door into the parking lot, they just immediately opened fire on her.
And just to confirm, she was shot down?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. I have no more questions. I'll chat with my co-counsel, see if they have anything.
Defense?
Just give us
Witness
one
is
moment,
yours
Your
to
Honor. I
call.
just want to
I'm
confirm
sorry.
with my co-counsel.
I didn't hear that part.
Guys, if I knew I was gonna have to give a full testimony today, like what the fuck?
Alrighty. Oh, sorry. What was that? Alrighty. Yeah, we're all good there, Your Honor. Sorry for the time.
All right. Defense, witness is yours to cross-examine.
Yes, Your Honor. Let me get ready here. Just give me 1 second to turn a page here in my notes.
Whatever you need.
Oh my god, they have notes. I'm just gonna play I do not recall. I don't give a fuck, dude. Shit, I'm not prepared for this. Let me get the right music on. If I get the right music on, I could improv anything.
Let's start with the
Shit, ain't my music,
with
man.
the Cerberus shooting on May 30th. You mentioned the cameras in the Cerberus Center garage. Were you monitoring those?
Yes, I was.
All right. And what did you see unfold on those cameras?
I actually have photos here. Make sure I get this all correct here for you guys. You know what I mean? So as you can see clearly here in these photos that I did send to the police, you have various men, shirtless, full body tattoos, on the radio, guns out, petrol cans in hand, tons of vehicles. Looks like one individual's kneeled over, not really too sure what he's doing.
Mr. Buddha, can I just stop you for 1 second?
Yeah.
Prosecution, you do have those in discovery, is that correct? And could you direct me
People's
to those?
point
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Go ahead, Mr. Buddha.
Oh, I didn't even know this was in evidence. Great.
Yep.
You know, multiple vehicles we've seen before. That's, you know, chased us around the city trying to kill us there. Multiple individuals. You know, like I said, you know, guns in hand. Unfortunately, at the beginning of when I was looking at the cameras, they came in, you know, with guns out, pointing them at everywhere. And we assumed that they were going for our vehicles, you know, to blow them up. Very expensive cars, and we wanted to make sure we prevent that from happening. That's why I advised Eve very quickly to call the police immediately.
All right. You mentioned that you had security on the premises. Did you dispatch any of them to interrupt the incident happening in the garage?
I'm not sure what you mean by that. I mean, a security guard's job is to make sure things are secure and safe.
Right. So if there were individuals on private property looking to blow up vehicles, would you have your security go down and investigate?
If they choose to do so, yeah. I mean, there's various ways to handle this situation. I'm not a security guard. I can't tell you how they would handle it.
So does that mean you have a hands-off approach to your security? They make their own decisions as to what constitutes a threat?
Of course, yeah.
And did any of them say anything to you about this being a threat?
About what directly being a threat?
The individuals in the garage with the gas cans and the guns.
No, I believe common sense constituted that, actually.
All right. So then did any of your security guards go down and investigate the situation?
They were shot in cold blood.
Uh, before or after you saw everything happening on the cameras?
I'm not sure. It all happened very quickly.
All right. Which members of your security staff were on the scene there?
I'm not sure. Depends on whoever's awake and ready to get to work. I don't really communicate with them much in the mornings.
All right. You stated that they were gunned down in cold blood. You're not aware of who those individuals were?
No, I staff over hundreds of employees.
All right. You mentioned that Ms. Summers and Ms. Drew were also watching the security footage with you.
Correct, yes.
And why did you and Ms. Drew leave the safety of the building and go down to the garage?
Well, our building was not safe. Every door was unlocked, but you can try to paint whatever narrative you wish. We wanted to go down there to try and wave these guys off from, doing whatever they planned on doing. We're not cowards. We stand up to these gangbangers in this city who are trying to get their way with whoever they please and can. And they will not do that with us.
So you felt that it was a prudent strategy to put yourself and Ms. Drew in harm's way?
I did not put myself in harm's way. Harm came to us in our home. We could not avoid it.
But were the individuals accessing the rest of the building, or were they maintained in the garage?
I can't read their mind, and I don't know where they at all times, so I'm not sure. But we do leave the building unlocked because, once again, it is a place for anybody to conduct business. Just like anybody can go to a library, anybody can go to Cerberus Business Center, rent out an office, buy an office, and do what they need to do to conduct their businesses for whatever they're involved in, whether it's restaurants, mechanic shops, etc.
All right. Were you and Ms. Drew armed when you went down to the garage?
Yes.
Did you have a chance to fire your weapons at the threat you perceived in that garage?
I don't know what Drew did, but I had my firearm. I pulled it, realized there was just too many of them, so I retreated.
All right. And you stated that Ms. Drew was gunned down?
Correct.
Were you able to help her get to safety, or did she stay in the garage?
Well, when you have multiple assailants surrounding and invading your home, what do you think?
I think that I would like a yes or no answer, please.
A yes or no answer to what?
To whether or not you were able to get Ms. Drew to safety from the garage.
Oh, once again, it's common sense. Of course not.
All right.
I'm sorry, is the angle to victim blame here?
Sir, it's my turn to be answering the questions.
Yes,
Or asking the
Mr.
questions.
Mr.
Excuse
Buddha,
me,
with all
sorry.
due respect.
Oh, my apologies.
allow
I'm
it.
sorry.
All right. Circling back to the People's D, the incident that happened at Clean Manor, who called that meeting?
I do not recall.
You stated that Clean Manor is your home, correct?
Correct, yes.
Is it also Mr. Romanov's home at that time?
He was living there at that time, yes.
All right. Is that why you chose that location for the meeting?
I don't remember who chose the location.
All right. So you said that the meeting was to discuss why Mr. Romanoff was banned from roosters, correct?
I believe that was the intent, correct? Yeah.
All right. And did you, in fact, let him know that why he was banned?
Yes, it was an argument that was spanning, across days, and Raymond's lacks common sense or the capability of wrapping his head around a problem.
And were you able to come to some sort of agreement or plan moving forward for resolving this issue?
I believe not, no.
All right. What happened once the two of you were unable to come to an agreement?
My home was invaded.
And were you still in the middle of the discussion when the home was invaded?
Well, we heard people rolling up. I pulled my gun, ran upstairs, ran into a secret compartment in our walls that we usually run into to hide from danger. Heard Raymond yelling, "I'm gonna kill you! Where the fuck are you?" Shit. Paraphrase, not verbatim. Things along those lines. Were hidden in these walls. Raymond then, I believe, unlocked the door for his goons to come in and finish the job.
And did you have security on the premises at the time for yourself and your colleagues?
The only security I had was Harry Brown.
And how were you able to determine that it was Mr. Romanov's goons, as you said, that invaded your home if you were hidden in the walls?
Because they were yelling at us to come out. I could recognize their voices. Raymond's voice was very clear. "Come out or I'm going to kill all of you," he kept repeating.
All right. And you were able to recognize the voices of the other members of Rust as well?
Correct.
All right.
The fuck were their names again?
How did
Bruno and
you
Perez.
how did you learn that the incident was ended and it was safe to come out?
I did not learn that. I was shot down.
As you were fleeing to the secret location or when you were inside the secret location?
We were inside.
So Mr. Romanoff is aware of that secret location?
Yes.
All right. What happened after you were shot?
I think eventually, if I recall correctly, the police ended up showing up. They ended up finding us. I think they ended up blowing through one of the holes in the wall, ended up finding us in there.
All right. Thank you. Moving on to People's F, the incident at LSIA. You stated that you were tracking a vehicle to the airport. That's how you ended up there. Is that correct?
I tracked my Dieta, yes.
All right. Had the vehicle been stolen?
I wasn't sure if it was stolen or if somebody was borrowing it,
All right. Why not call the police to assist you in verifying whether or not it was stolen and assist you in getting it back?
Well, before I could
Objection,
verify whether...
relevance?
Your Honor, I'm just trying to establish that a man who knows he has enemies, why he wouldn't call the police to assist him.
And elaborate on the relevance objection, please, prosecutor?
It just felt like this was going down a path that did not seem relevant to any of the questions that we asked.
Could you just repeat for me the question one more time, and then I'll rule on this?
Yes, I was asking why Mr. Lang didn't call the police to assist him in getting this car back if it were potentially stolen.
All right, Mr.
I can
Buddha,
answer, no problem.
That's all right. Mr. Buddha stated in testimony that he was not necessarily suspicious that the car was stolen, and it could have possibly been borrowed. So, if you want to draw out more on why he might have thought it was borrowed before asking a question like that, you can try that. But I'm going to sustain the objection at this time.
All
Yeesh.
right, that's fine. I'll move on. Actually, let me confer with my co-counsel, please.
Chad, did I miss any cool games of Summerfest yet?
Okay, before we resume, as we've just had our first objection, I just want to remind everyone that Chief Justice Crane is presiding over this case. I am merely here to do him a favor. So, in terms of objections, if I allow something that either side still has a problem with, feel free to present that to Chief Justice Crane in the form of a motion at the beginning of court time to try to have that struck by the actual presiding judge if there's any issues, but we'll just keep it moving. You may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Um, I believe you mentioned the name, but I didn't catch it. What vehicle of yours were you tracking to LSIA?
The deity.
The deity. And can you describe what that vehicle looks like? I'm not familiar.
Looks like a Bentley.
All right. Okay. All right. I don't believe I have any further questions. Let me check with my co-counsel on that.
Hello, Mayor. I've got some clarification questions, if you don't mind. In the incident at the Service Business Center, just in general, so we know, do you have keys to the building? So can you lock doors like the main entrance or the access to the garage?
The doors come naturally unlocked, but if I wanted to lock them, I could, yes.
From your office in the service center, what entrance is closer, the main entrance or the one towards the garage?
I'm not sure. I'm not a professional. I didn't build the building, sir.
Some questions regarding the incident at the manor. Is it? Let me start that question differently. When you and Ray were in the office, did you have a heated discussion?
Can you define heated, please?
You know, were the emotions high at one point?
My emotions were relatively stable.
Okay, so do you believe that Ray was the one that, I want to say, hysterical and in the wrong?
I'm not a therapist. I wouldn't know that.
Were you disappointed in Ray's action that he took at the Rooster's Rest?
Yes.
So why did you shoot Ray with a tranquilizer gun?
Excuse me?
Objection scope?
Sure, I'm going to withdraw this one. That's all good.
Thank you.
Was Sakita at the house at that time?
I'm not sure who that is. Is it
Objection
who?
scope.
Your Honor, if I may.
You can explain how it fits in scope.
He was saying that several people were at the house. He had security details. Combining with the incident at the service center where apparently Sakid was part of the security team and the DNA found on scene, I'm asking him if he saw Sakid, basically.
What I have in my hang on, let me review my notes here. What I have in my notes is that Mr. Buddha is not intimately aware of who's on duty running the security at any given time, and he has hundreds of employees. Is that not accurate?
That is correct, sir.
What was testified?
Correct, Your Honor. Also, I believe Mayor Buddha mentioned that Harry Brown was his security detail at the Clean Manor at the time.
That is correct
It would
as well,
also
yeah.
be an
And
objection
was
to his
also
statement of
present at
testimony.
the airport.
Okay, sure, let me withdraw this one as well. Well then, one answer that you clearly can give me, at the server center in the garage, did you see Sakit there?
I'm not sure who that is. Can you give me a full name, please?
Objection again,
Sakit
scope.
Skengerton.
Your
I
Honor,
am asking if it's a yes or no question, asking who he saw when he entered the garage.
Your Honor, if I may?
Yes, you may.
Whether or not it's a yes or no question still does not answer the fact that it's outside of scope. There was no mention of Zakid during the questioning of Mr. Buddha, or Mayor Buddha.
If I may?
You got one more at bat here.
Sure, it's just a short one. Well, he did mention that he saw people there, so it was within the scope if I'm asking a clarifying question of the people that he saw.
All right. Well, well, Mr. Hayes, you can ask leading questions, but if it has not been established that Mr. Buddha is even familiar with who you're talking about, feeding him that name does not sit right with me. You can find another way to get there to where you're trying to go. Find another road, but I think this one's closed. I'm going to sustain that objection.
Sure, understood. That's it for me. Give me a second, please. I'll talk to Maya real quick.
I kind of been answering these questions very well, chat. Like vague, but not too vague. I knew Zakid was there, but I'm not going to call him out by name.
Your Honor, we're done with the cross. Thank you.
All right, I just have
very well.
2 for redirect.
Go right ahead.
Alrighty, Mayor Buddha, when you went to the garage of the Cerberus Business Center, did you have the intent to discuss, or did you have the intent of violence when you entered the garage?
My intent was to de-escalate.
Okay.
You know, Raymond is, you know, at the time I viewed him as a brother who I can hopefully communicate with, and I thought that maybe he was, you know, for lack of a better term, blacking out in anger. And my intent there was to, you know, de-escalate the situation and see if we could find common ground.
And on that scene, did you call 911 at any point?
No, but I did advise Eve Summers. The first thing I said, Eve, call 911, get them down here as soon as possible.
Perfect. Alrighty, and then just to confirm, does Raymond Romanoff have keys to the Clean Manor?
Currently, no. At the
At the time of the shooting.
At the time, I believe he did, although I'm not for sure. I may have removed them out of fear. Can't remember.
Alrighty. Yep, that's it for redirect.
All right, Mr. Mayor, thank you for your time and testimony here today. You are free to step down, and you may leave if you have other business to attend to.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Really, guys, victim blaming angle? Come on. Can't do better than that. Thank you, guys. Have a good day, everybody. Take care. Have a good fucking day.
Have a good day, Mayor.
Prosecution, if you need a moment to confer before calling your next witness,
Why did you drink Raven? Poor Hayes, man.
Yo, Lang, what's up?
Really? You guys couldn't be there to support me? Really?
Fuck you, man. You're in there for like a fucking hour. What do you want me to stand there fucking masturbating in the corner?
I have fucking emotional support, Harry. It was a big moment.
What are you on about?
Fucking asshole. Where are you?
We were waiting outside. We couldn't come in. You know, we kind
Why
of...
couldn't you come in?
Because we'd lose our guns, and then when we all walk out of there, you know, we're going to be unarmed. It'd be the whole of fucking Rust just standing there.
You are so stupid, Harry. I could literally unlock the side door for you.
Oh, fuck.
Anyways, can you come pick me up?
the golf course. You have the car there.
What, you guys didn't take the car?
No, we left it for you. Can you come to us?
Well, my car might be stolen, so I don't know.
There's no way. Track it quickly. There's no way someone would steal that.
No, I'm still here. We're good. I'm on the way.
Yeah, we're like in the middle of the golf course by the that pond. Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
We'll see you here.
All right.